once I saw a mermaid, so I jumped into the sea. Little did I know she was a shark looking to take a bite out of me. Thought she was perfect in every way, I ignored all of her flaws, but underneath her velvet gloves she had hidden a pair of claws. She was told not to be with him, of his honey she wanted a taste. It was sweet at first, then it turned bitter. The love she gave went to waste. She was like a moth to a flame, and his love she looked to earn. But she didn't see the warnings, and in the end she felt the burn. It seems appealing at first glance, and it'll pull you into a trance. 'Cause the hook is in the look, you know the hook is in the look. But all the trouble it can do when you decide to pursue. 'Cause the hook is in the look, you know the hook is in the look. Hey. Then I heard the siren song, it landed sweet upon the ear. But when I saw the rocks approach, I turned away out of fear. I stayed on the straight and narrow, down crooked paths I wouldn't go. They don't lead you up to a better place, they only bring you down below. She also walked the straight path and left all the snares behind. It did wonders to help her soul, and it did wonders for her mind. Trouble was like a magnet to her, no problem is what she'd say. But then she saw the warning signs, and she hurried to get away. It seems appealing at first glance, and it'll pull you into a trance. 'Cause the hook is in the look, you know the hook is in the look. But all the trouble it can do when you decide to pursue. 'Cause the hook is in the look, you know the hook is in the look. I learned from my mistakes to check my feelings at the door. She learned from her mistakes too, she won't fall for it anymore. When it comes to temptation, it's not as good as it seems. Now we won't fall again for all those crazy schemes. It seems appealing at first glance, and it'll pull you into a trance. 'Cause the hook is in the look, you know the hook is in the look. But all the trouble it can do when you decide to pursue. 'Cause the hook is in the look, you know the hook is in the look. It seems appealing at first glance, and it'll pull you into a trance. 'Cause the hook